Good morning, students. In the last video, that is coordinate geometry part 4, we have completed all the problems of distance form. All the possible problems what I can cover, I have covered it. And today we are going to the second part of this chapter, that is the section formula. Before I solve any problems of section formula, first I have to tell you what is the section formula and how it is different from distance formula, because in the later stage while solving a problem there should not be a confusion for you whether you have to apply distance formula or you will go for the section formula. So today I will start the second part of this chapter, that is the section formula. It is section formula. I will start with a simple example. See, this is a line segment. This is a line segment PQ, whose coordinates are, I can say, x1, y1 and x2, y2. This was there in the distance formula also. A line segment AB or line segment PQ, coordinates of P also given, coordinates of Q also given, and we should find the length of PQ. But it is not the find the length of PQ, because we are studying about the section formula. Now listen further. There is a line segment PQ whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. And on the line segment PQ there is a point, there is a point R. R is a point on the line segment PQ which divides PQ into two parts. Each part is called as section. Each part is called as a section. Here R divides the line segment PQ into two sections. One section is PR, one section is RQ. And I will call the coordinates of point R as xy. See, earlier in the distance formula you used to have only x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now xy, x1, y1 and x2, y2. Three things have come. And see, these are the two parts. And the ratio of these two parts, I will call it as m is to n. I will summarize it once again. Listen properly. PQ is a given line segment whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. And on the line segment PQ there is a point R. It need not to be a midpoint. It can be anywhere. R can be here, R can be here, R can be here, R can be here, or anywhere. But on the line segment PQ there is a point R. And the coordinates of point R I have taken it as xy. And R divides the line segment PQ into two sections, and the ratio of the two sections is m is to n. Now there are, my dear children, there are four unknowns: x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, xy, and n is to n. Out of these four unknowns, any three will be given to you, and the fourth you have to find. And there is a section for this. You have a formula which is called a section formula. But I don't want to derive that. I have shown you the derivation in the case of a distance formula. It was simple. But since it is take a lot of time and it is not required for the examination point of view also, my dear children, I am not going to tell you the derivation of the section formula. If you are interested, at the end of the chapter I will take one session and I will teach you the derivation of the section formula. If you are interested, if you want, just you can comment. I will definitely show the derivation. But for the time being, I will show only the formula. The formula is, see, this entire what you can say in this what I want to show you how to find the values of x and y. The formula is generated. To find the value of x and y. But you can find m and n, you can find x1, y1, you can find x2, y2, anything mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. This is the formula to find the value of x. And the formula to find the value of y is equals to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. This is the formula to find the value of y. So the formula is generated to find the value of x and y. But it is not necessary that always they should ask you the value of x and y. They can give you x and y. See, they can give you this, they can give you this, they can give you this, and they may ask you to find the value of x1, y1. You can find the value of x1, y1. You can find the value of x2, y2. You can find the value of m and n. Anything can be found using the same formula. So this formula has to be remembered. Now you may say, sir, it is difficult to remember. I will give you a simple technique to remember the formula. Come on. How to remember this? Very simple. You write like this. A figure. It is P. This is Q. This is R. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. I can say this is xy. The ratio is m is to n. M is to n. To remember the formula, simply you can draw an arrow marks like this. Come on, just arrow mark. See, and keep in mind the formula is generated to find the value of x. I will write x is equal to, start from here, m x2. Whenever you are finding the value of x, everywhere x should come. When you want to find the value of y, everywhere y should come. Come on, x is equal to, come on, m x2, m x2 plus here n x1 divided by m plus n. M plus 1 is always in the denominator. To find the value of y, come on, y is equal. Again from here, y means from here also y should be taken. m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. So these are the two formulae. Formula never changes. Distance formula means always this is the formula. Whatever may be the things they ask you, let me tell you, what are the things they may ask. See, there are 4 unknowns, 3 will be given to you. Means, for example, x1, y1, x2, y2 ratio will be given to you. They may ask to find xy. The formula is same. They may give you xy, x2, y2, m and n. They may ask to find x1, y1. Formula remains the same. They may give you x1, y1, xy, x2, y2. They may ask you the ratio. The formula is same. They may ask you x1, y1. They may give you x1, y1, xy, m is to n. Ask x2, y2. Formula remains the same. Everywhere the formula remains the same. But my dear children, one important point to keep in mind. Very, very important. The point which is dividing the line segment. The point which is dividing the line segment means point R. For this always give xy only. The coordinates must be always xy. This x1, y1 can be interchanged. This x2, y2 can go there, x1, y1 can come here. But the point which divides the line segment, for that compulsorily you have to give xy only. Then only our problem will be right. Because I have told you, this entire section formula is generated keeping in view of this xy only. This point which divides the line segment always should be taken as xy. Then only this formula will be correct. You can note this formula, write everything. We will solve some problems based on. Look at this question. What they say. Find the coordinates of the point. Find the coordinates of the point. Which point? Which divides the line segment joining the points 4, -3 and 8, 5 in the ratio is to 1. what they say? Let me draw a line segment. Let me draw a line. I will call it as line segment AB. Okay, what they say? Find the coordinates of that point which divides the line segment. That means they say there is a point C, which divides the line segment. This point divides the line segment joining the points 4 minus 3 and 8, 5. This line segment is divided by this point. Its coordinates has to be found. Find the coordinates of this point. This point coordinates has to be found. Okay. Which divides in the ratio 3:1. The ratio is 3:1. That means they have given you the line segment's coordinates. They have given you the ratio, and they ask you to find the coordinates of this point which divides the line segment. That's all. Okay. What I will do now? I can make a small table for my reference. For my reference, I can make a small table like this: x1, y1, x2, y2. I will take x1 as 4, y1 as x1, y1 is minus 3, x2 as 8, y2 as 5. Okay, x1, y1, x2, y2. I have told you this will always xy only. This is always xy only, and the ratio is m:n is 3:1. Come on, let me write the formula. X is equals to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. Come on, mx2. If you want, you can say here m is to n is equals to 3:1. If you want, you can write that also. Come on, substitute. mx2, m 3, x2 8 plus n means 1 into x1 is 4 divided by m plus n. If you want, you can write like this also. M n, you can make this also like this. M is to n, 3:1. This also like this also. Okay. Divided m plus n, 3 plus 1, which is equal to 8 3s are 24, 4 1s are 4, divided by 4. It is 28 by 4. Answer is 7. So value of x is equal to 7. Come on, let me find the value of y. Y is equals to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n is the formula. Come on, m is 3 into y2 is 5 plus y1 is minus 3 divided by 3 plus 1, which is equal to 15. Oh, n is 1, sorry, n is 1. Okay, so 15, it is minus 3 divided by 4, it is 12 by 4. Answer is 3. So I can wind up like this. Therefore, the coordinates of C are, come on, it is x value 7, y value 3, it is 7 and 3. That is the end of the problem. Very simple. Very simple. They have given x1, y1, they have given x2, y2, they have given m:n ratio. Okay, ratio is so better I can use like this one. M is to n is equals to 3 is to better. Okay, because it is a ratio, I can't say exactly m is equal to 3 is a ratio. So I can write m is to n is equal to 3 is to 1. Okay, this is the end of the problem. in this x1 y1 given, x2 y2 given, m is to n is given, they ask you to find the value of xy. Okay, note it down. Okay, yes. My second question is, find the ratio. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 310 and 6 minus 8. 3 minus 310 and 6 minus 8 is divided by the point minus 1 comma 6. Try to understand this problem. Yes, what is the meaning of this? Come on, find the ratio. They ask you find the ratio. Ratio means m is to n. What is given? Ratio in which the line segment joining the points. See, line segment joining the points. This is the line segment. I will call it as line segment as PQ. Line segment joining the points minus 310 and 6 minus 8. See, line segment joining the points is divided. This line segment is cut by whom? By the point minus 1 comma 6. I will call somewhere here. I will call this as point R, whose coordinates are minus 1 and 6. What is to be found? M is to n has to be found. My dear children, I am telling you very repeatedly in the section formula, this is always xy. This is always xy. This point should not forget. This is always xy. Whether it is given or not given, this is always xy. Whereas these two can be interchanged, x1 y1, x2 y2, or x1 y1 and x2. But this should not be changed. And now, by this time you might have understood what is the difference between distance formula and section formula. See, the ratio, the word comes only in the section formula, not in the distance formula. Divided by the line segment, divides the point. Such words will come only in the section formula. That means ultimately when the section comes, section formula. When directly the line segment is there, it is the distance formula. Very simple to understand. Okay, come on. Let me prepare a small table for that to represent the values x1, y1, x2, y2 and xy. All these are represented here. x1, y1, x2, y2, x and y. Come on. Minus 3, y1 is 10, x2 is here, 6 and minus 8, 6 and minus 8, whereas xy is minus 1 and 6, minus 1 and 6. Should not forget xy. Come on, let's go for the formula. Formula remains the same. Whatever they ask you, formula remains the same. X is equals to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. My dear children, we are finding the ratio. Our work is to find the ratio of m and n. Come on. X minus 1 is equals to mx2. M is unknown for me. x2 is 6 plus n is unknown for me. x1 is minus 3 divided by m plus n. Cross multiply. Minus in bracket m plus n cross multiplied is equals to 6m minus 3n, minus 3n, come on, minus 3n. Open the bracket. Minus n is equals to 6m minus 3n. Okay? What I will do? I will bring m to one side, n to the other side. Since m is bigger here, I will transfer this minus m to this side, whereas I will minus 3 and take it to the other side. What happens then? It is minus n plus 3n, transfer to LHS, plus 3n is equals to 6m plus n plus n. Simplify. Minus 3n plus n gives you, plus 3n minus n gives you 2n is equals to, oh sorry, m it is, I'm sorry, it is m. 6m plus 1m gives you 7m. Up to here the students will do correctly, but last step they are committing the mistake. Last step the students are making the mistake. What I want now? I want the ratio of m is to n, means m by n. M by n. See, I will keep n here. Listen very carefully. N I will bring here. Is equals to, I will keep as it is. M here. N comes to denominator. Then this has come here. This will go here. See, 2 will remain as it is. Divided by 7. See, m here. N brought here. When n brought here, this should be cross multiply here. Answer is 2 by 7. So I can say m is to n is equals to 2 is to 7. That is the end of the problem. But my dear children, I am not using the one more formula. That means ratio can be found with one formula only. This is the point to be noted. To find the ratio, both formulas are not required at all. That means this second value is not required. But the question comes, had we used the section formula for the y, are we getting the same answer? 100% you should get the same answer. That means what I want to say here, to find the ratio, both values are not required, my dear. Both values are not required. One value is sufficient. Either x value or y value. Out of these two, one value is sufficient. Keep in mind, next problem I am going to change it. I will not give you two values, I will give you only one value. But now for the time being, let me check the answer by taking the second value also. I will confirm it. Yes, you are getting the same answer. Keep in mind, we got the answer 2 is to 7. Now I will rub this and let me solve the same problem by second formula. Y is equals to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n, and we will confirm that you are getting the answer 2 is to 7. Thereafter we can understand or come to a conclusion that to find the ratio, these two values are not required, only one value is sufficient. Come on. M. So before that, y is 6 is equal to m by 2 n into minus 8 plus n y1 n into y1 is 10 divided by m plus n. Come on, cross multiply. 6 into m plus n is equals to, this is minus 8m plus 10n. My dear children, I should the answer is 2 is to 7. Okay, let us see what happens. Okay, come on, open the bracket. 6m plus 6m is equals to minus 8m plus 10n. I will bring this minus again to this side and 6m to the other side so that everything will be positive. 6m plus 8m, 6m plus 8m is equals to 10n minus 6n. I don't know whether I am getting the same answer or not. We'll check it. This gives you 14m is equals to, this gives you 4n. Oh, we are not getting the right answer. Don't worry, we will get it. I want m by n. M will be here only. N will come to the denominator. is coming here, this will go there. 1 here, 1 there. Cross multiplication. 1 will come here, 1 will go there. It is 4 by 14. My dear children, ratio means simplest form. Ratio means simplest form. 2 2s are 2 7s are n is to n is equals to 2 is to 7. Our answer is absolutely right. So ultimately we can say to find the ratio only one value is sufficient. Right on this, let us go for one more. Okay students, this is the last problem of today's session. Let us understand what is the meaning of this. In what ratio? Again a problem of ratio is asked. In what ratio? In what ratio? That means ratio m is to n has to be found. Does a point on the x-axis divides the line segment joining the point? Let me first draw a figure. Let me draw a figure first. A line segment, I will call it as PQ, whose coordinates are the line segment joining the points -4, -6 and -1, 7. Okay, this line segment is divided by a point which is on the x-axis. See, in this problem they have not given which is the coordinates of that particular point. This point, the coordinate is not given. In my earlier case they have given you the coordinates of this point, but now they have not given. But instead of that, what they are telling, this point, listen very carefully, this point which intersects the line segment is on the x-axis. That means they say, they have not told you what is the coordinates of this, but they say this point is on the x-axis. What is the advantage of that one? What we can do with that one? Yes, because we know that when a point is on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. We have learned in the previous video. When a point is on the x-axis, its y value is 0 or y coordinate is 0, and whenever the point is on the y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. That we learned. Yes, I will write here this point as point R. The coordinates of this is, see, the point is on the x-axis. I will write this as x, 0. This we know. When the point is on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. And I write the ratio as m is to n. And let me write one point here first. Since point R is on x-axis, since the point R is on the x-axis, let its coordinates be coordinates. Let its coordinates be x, 0. This has to be kept in mind. Whenever the point is on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. Come on. Now we can go for a table. We can write all the values in that. Let me write here x1, y1, x2, y2, x and y. Come on. x1 -4, y1 -6, x2 -1. This is 7. X remains x only, and y value is 0. Now listen to the students. We have already learned that to find the ratio, only one formula is sufficient, right? Only one formula is sufficient. Now I will go for the second formula only, because y value is known to me. So I am not going to use the section formula of x is equals to, because x is unknown for me. Since y is known, I will write by section formula. See, I can use any formula. I will choose here y is equals to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Substitute the values. Y is 0. 0 is equals to my2. N is a unknown. Y2 is 7. Plus divided by m plus n. M plus n. Listen very carefully, students. I will cross multiply. I will cross multiply. I will cross multiply. M plus n into 0 gives you 0 only. What is left out? I can write this as 7m minus 6n is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. Cross multiply 0. Okay. I will transfer this to the RHS. 7m is equals to 6n. Bas, that's all. M is to n has to be found. Yeah, I will keep it here only. Divided by n. Divided by n. When I divide it here, this will go there. 6 by 7. Therefore, n is equals to 6 is to 7. That is the end of the problem. See, we have learned some important problems of the section 4. But lot of problems yet to come. So, in my next video, I will try to complete remaining all the problems of the section 4. If not completed, let me go for 2 more videos under section 4. Till then, practice on this and we will again meet in the next video. Till then, students,